Right, I'll talk you through the overview and the operation of the layout. You see the station area. Now the viewing of the layout will be from where you see now. So that is the back of the layout where the station is there. So you see a loco part there, and what will happen is that'll have a coach attached to it, just one coach. And where you see these points here, that's where the station building with canopy is going to be, so you can't physically see into there. So the idea is that you just see a loco uncoupling from a coach and it's terminating at the station. So then the loco runs off along the main line, and it will then go to a traverser which will be there, which will then, for the diesels, will run onto the diesel depot here. So as you can see, it runs onto the diesel depot, and there's two fuel lines, and then there's a wash plant. So it will go into the fuel line there, and then we've got a stabling point for a couple of locos. Now what will happen if it's not going to the fuel, it will then run along this line, which will then feed the depot area. So you've got stabling points at the side of the shed, and then you'll have two lines running to the maintenance shed. I've lit the pits up. It looks brighter on the camera than it is in real life, and obviously I will put detailing inside the shed to signify a maintenance depot. And then down here there's going to be some points which will feed some track to the back there, which I'm going to have a scrap line where I can have some westerns parked up. Now the actual station canopy is going to continue there as well, so it's to signify a big station along the lines of like Birmingham New Street. So the idea is that a loco comes off the traverser there into the station, either uncouples, the loco runs off. I'm also going to be doing the overhead cables, so there's going to be class 85s, 86s, 87s running along here with the same thing, uncouple, then run off. But then it's gonna join there, which this 2-lane side in there, that's going to be the electric depot. So that's where the electrics will be parked up. Again, then what will happen is you'll see a coach left in the station. So then the idea is to bring a loco either off the electric sidings or the diesel sidings, which will run past and disappear into the station, and then in a little while you'll see the coach disappear back that way to signify it's terminated and going somewhere else. We're running single car DMUs back and to the traversers, 2-car class 101s and 108s will be running back and two, and then there's just going to be general movement around the diesel depot. And bridge there I'm halfway through building is to break up the board join and to join the overhead cables. Obviously there's going to be a lot more detailing which will be done once the track's down. What I've done with the track, you can see there, is I've actually spaced it out to the correct sizing. And obviously that track wants weathering and dirting down, but that's the base of it with the ballast in place. Probably a signal box there. You know, these are all the finer details, but basically that's going to be the new layout. So it's 8 foot by 3 foot with 8 foot of scenery, and I do think that there's plenty of scope for movement and operation and entertainment to the public. So keep watching on the Ashdan Junction channel for updates on the layout, because I will be posting them now as I go along. So feel free to make any comments, any sort of thing you feel may improve. So hopefully you'll continue following Ashdan Junction and enjoy the building of this layout.